everybody live, but everybody dies. So while I'm in the air, I'm shooting for the sky, landing on the moon, walking on the sun, taking over the game, give it back what we done. Not everybody lives, but everybody dies. So while I'm in the air, I'm shooting for the sky, landing on the moon, walking on the sun, taking over the game, give it back what we done. I'll give it back what we done.
Stick out the hands in the air. Have you ever seen work 9 to 5 or 5 to 9? Do you ever dream? Stay in the red, but my stalk is green. Proud like I reached the clouds all off a beam. Dreams on lucid, films on Lucas, sound on surround, in the crowd on stupid. Who that chick Dion? That's Dion on clueless. You circling around the money, sitting in a Cuban car. Feel the dreams, they said I'm too corny. Funny, I got the ears all on me, fears all gone, and my peers all wrong. So keep your 2 cents in every phrase y'all coining. That's just common sense, all the hating, I honored it. I don't leak, I quantum it. I don't answer, I problem it. I just drop shit while they asking what a colonic is. Kinky, you know what I'm pondering?
Not everybody lives, but everybody dies. So while I'm in the air, I'm shooting for the sky, landing on the moon, walking on the sun, taking over the game, give it back what we done. Not everybody lives, but everybody dies. So while I'm in the air, I'm shooting for the sky, landing on the moon, walking on the sun, taking over the game, give it back what we done. I'll give it back what we done.
Yo, what is up, everybody, man? Salute to Cowboys Nation out there. Today's show is going to be a little bit different, of course. Don't really have anything planned. What I really wanted today to be about was just to talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just to talk to y'all, see how you're feeling, man. So whether you're on TikTok, watching right there, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you might be, Twitter, yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? Just really want to talk to y'all, man, and see how y'all vibing, man. Been a roller coaster of emotions for us as Cowboys fans. Wednesday night, we had the live show with me, DMV, Rome, Law Nation, Big Game James, and it was amazing, man. I went to bed that night, man, feeling good about the Cowboys space. And I woke up excited. I was already talking to Rome and DMV about the next guest, man. So I woke up yesterday, went to the gym super early, like 4. I've been working on some business ventures I've been working on here and was knocking that out, man. And my phone was ringing off the hook yesterday, early morning, probably around like 7:15-ish. And I wasn't answering the phone because I was just busy. You know what I'm saying? When I get in my go mode, I'm just focusing on business, right? I saw one person call me, ignored it. 2 people called me, ignored it. 3 people called me. I'm like, all right, what's going on, right? So then I picked up the phone, and I had found out the news about Marshon Nealand probably around like 7:30 in the morning, right? And it was just a gut punch to me, man. It was just disheartening. I was praying. I prayed when I found out the news, and I just didn't want it to be true. I just didn't want it to be true, but I knew the people that gave me phone calls, they wouldn't just make up something story that horrific at 7 in the morning on a Thursday. So, I just prayed about it. And it really just kind of took a lot out of me yesterday, which I think it probably did a lot for not just Cowboys fans, but just football fans in general. Like, it was just, it was very deflating. And I will say this, man, like, how do I say this the right way? So like right now, even today, whether you're watching me on TikTok, let's just say that out the gate, right? Whether you're watching me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all right? I don't have my monetizations on today at all. 0. No monetizations, no sponsorships, no commercial ads, no none of that, right? Today is not about me. And I felt like even yesterday shouldn't have been about people, right? But to each his own. So I felt like there was a lot of exploitation of Marshon Nealand's tragic death going on yesterday, which I personally just did not like. So if you guys want to send a super chat or whatever, don't send it to me. I haven't reached out to any of the players, but if there's a charity that was dear to Marshon Nealand or anything that he believed in or a cause, I much rather your donations go towards that versus to me, right? And that's just me personally. I'm not knocking anybody who went live yesterday and spoke about Nealand or made videos about it or articles about it. To each his own. That's just not me. Just not my vibe, right? So don't send no money my way. Send it to Nealand. To anything. I'm not sure if there's a charity he was a part of. Send it to Dak's charity, wherever. I'm cool on super chats or whatever, man. But I just really wanted to spend the day to talk to y'all, man. See how you're feeling. Not from a football perspective. I mean, the football stuff is easy. We can always get to that point and talk football, you know. But I just feel like sometimes life takes priority over football, right? And that's how it really was yesterday. Said there wasn't there an organization that he spent time at recently? I'm not sure, Michael. I thought so. I don't know, you know. I'll have to look that up. I just went live. I just got done getting out the gym, so I just went live real quick because I want to talk to y'all. My mama's in town and she's going to pick up her grandbaby from school, so they about to keep me busy. You know what I'm saying? They about to keep me busy all day, so I want to go live. Like I got this quick little moment, but if there is something that was dear to him, you know, I would say put your money there, man. I don't need it. I'm good, man. Love and peace to you, my friend. Lacey, love and peace to you as well. Dak and Solly's Foundation, Solomon Thomas, right? So yeah, donate. If you thought like, yo, Tuck, that's fire, I want to give you a super chat. Don't give it to me, give it to Dak, give it to Solomon Thomas or whoever, right? To really go against the cause. But you know, I really wanted to talk to y'all just like not as a content creator, just as a friend, you know. As a human being. And I really think that we lose that often, right? We lose that often. These athletes, you know, I've been blessed and fortunate to be around them often. And they're just like you and me. And I've said this numerous times. And a lot of people will say, oh, Tuck, you're just picking up for the athlete. You're just standing up for the athlete. And this is like, one, I understand they're just like us. They can just run faster, jump higher than us, right? But two, in a lot of cases, they're just kids, y'all. You know, Marshon Nealand's only like, 3 years older than my kids, you know? So it was just gut-wrenching to get the news. Now, I never got the opportunity to meet Marshon. I don't think I've ever met him, maybe just kind of in passing, but I don't think I ever met him. But you guys know, like, I scouted him very heavily during the draft. You know, I dropped the draft, or not the draft video, the film session of him last year. I think it was week 1 or week 2 of the season, and it did almost 50,000, 60,000 views, right? So I was a huge fan of Marshon Nealand. Thought he should have been playing 3 tech in the inside, you know what I'm saying? But huge fan of the kid. And, you know, to see it happen and hear it happen the way that it did, you know, because I knew what had happened, the way it happened before the news really broke. I just didn't want to put it out there. And we'll talk about that here in a second. It was just gut-wrenching. You know, you ask why, you question things. It just doesn't make sense. I mean, he was just in the end zone 3 days ago, jumping around, celebrating with his teammates, man. And it's just like, I don't know, it's sad. So I'm praying for his family. I'm praying for his loved ones. I'm praying for the players. You know, wrap your arms around these players, y'all. I know, right? Oh, our defense, this and that. And we got, now is not the time for that, y'all. It really isn't the time for that. Now, personally, I've gone through it. I experienced it. And like I was saying on Twitter yesterday, like, it's a wave of emotions, you know, that you go through, you know, because I lost a teammate, to the same, I probably can't say that word on TikTok, right? I don't want to get banned. I can't even stream on TikTok anymore unless I do it on my phone because they limit me, right? But I lost a teammate, and, you know, Phil, rest in peace. Like, when I was a freshman, he was my mentor. Like, he was the guy that coach paired me with, right? And so everything that Phil did, I wanted to do like Phil. We worked out together. We ate together. I dressed like him. I learned all of his pass rush moves. I learned like everything. Like they used to call me Little Phil, you know what I'm saying? Because that was my guy. And, he lived here in Kansas City. And the sad part was, I remember clear as day, it was like Saturday. It was like Saturday or Sunday. And I was like, I saw him on Facebook. And I was like, yo, man, I'm about to invite Phil over to the crib, right? And I saw that he and his wife and his kids just got back from a trip from like Mexico or something like that, right? And I was like, oh, okay, well, they just got back from vacation. I'll hit Phil up next week and see if he'll pull up and we can watch the game and I'll grill out and we can chill out, right? And then that Monday morning, I woke up to the news that he, is gone. And so there's like that regret that kind of sat with me for the longest. Like, yo, Tuck, if you would have just picked up the phone and maybe invite him over instead of delaying stuff, like maybe things would have been different. So you start kind of blaming yourself and why didn't I reach out and why didn't I read the signs? But typically, I'll tell you guys this, like, you never really see it, because on the surface, like he just got back from vacation, just posted, I got something flying around here. He just posted like, family vacation pictures and they was in Mexico or wherever. I forgot where they came from and family looked happy. So, it was Phil. Like Phil was my dog. Like he was who I wanted to be like he was the coolest person like ever on earth. Like I would have never thought ever in life that my dog Phil would do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just hits you. So even like talking about it, it kind of hits you in a wave of emotions, man. So it's like, you never know what people are going through, y'all. Like you just never know. Everyone can look cool, calm, and collected on the outside, but you just never know. And I get it. We are now in the society of troll culture and bickering and back and forth and Democrat versus Republican, black versus white versus Hispanic. Like we're in this new weird society, man, but we got to get back to caring about people, y'all. Like we really do. Like I don't think we understand, hey, good morning, how that can go a long way. Hey, how's it going? Like little conversations can have a ripple effect. The other day, I was in the gym at 4 a.m. and it was like me and this other guy, like one other person, right? And of course, it's 4 a.m. I'm in my zone. I'm really not trying to talk, but there was only 3 of us in the gym. I stopped and said good morning to this gentleman. And his eyes just lit up and he just started talking to me. Hey, man, how's it going, man? Oh, man. Oh, yeah, man. Beautiful day, man, outside. And, so we're just having a natural conversation. Now, I could have been like, yo, I'm trying to get my workout done. I'm trying to get back to work. I'm trying to do me, right, and keep my headphones on. But by me just taking 5 seconds out of my day to stop and talk to someone and say, good morning. Hey, how are you? He started talking. I started talking. He had a smile on his face. I had a smile on my face. You never knew the ripple effect that may have caused. So I want you guys to really start thinking about that, right? I get it. Our society, everything has to be a debate, right, Tyrone? Everything has to be a debate and you got to be on this side and you have to be on this side, right? It's not. There's no debate. Because as you guys clearly saw, the devil, not to get too biblical, doesn't have any boundaries, y'all. It doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, white, black, Hispanic, Republican, Democratic, whatever, right? When the devil has no boundaries, we're all subjected to this, right? We all go through our thoughts. We all go through pain. We all go through hurt. We all go through frustrations. We all go through, losses. We all go through these things in life, y'all. It's time to get back to humanity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be a firm, big believer in humanity that I feel like one day it's going to come back, right? But we got to get back to that, y'all, and being genuine. Yesterday I saw some things and I kind of voiced my concerns, but it's just like I saw people trying to play reporter, you know. Oh, I spoke to my sources and all that stuff, man. I saw people that was so eager to just drop a video about Marshon Nealand. It's just like, it just sickens me what people have become for a few extra dollars. If I wanted to really exploit yesterday, when I knew at 7:30 in the morning, I could have been the first to drop a video that would probably did thousands of views. I could have ran a bunch of ads. I could have, broken news on this whole Marshon. It wasn't about me. It wasn't about me. I didn't think about, oh, Tuck, here's a golden opportunity. You have some inside information that no one knows yet. Now it's time to exploit. It wasn't about me. All I said was prayers. And even when people asked me about it, I just said, hey, it's not my story to tell. So it's just, we have to get back, y'all, to loving one another, caring for people, talk to people. And I if you guys want to send me a super chat, want to give me a like, want to subscribe to the channel, okay, cool. But I want you guys all today to do J Tuck one favor. And I always ask this favor of people. I used to do it on Facebook. But if you guys can do me this one huge favor today, I never ask you guys for much, right? I promise you guys. It's the only thing I'm going to ask you guys for. I want you to go through your phone, find a friend that you haven't spoken to in a long time, and just call them. Don't text them. Don't ping them. Don't do anything. Just call them, dial their phone number, right? That is the only favor I am asking from you guys to do, right? Just pick up your phone and be like, oh man, I haven't talked to Mark in years. I wonder what he's up to. Don't go to his Facebook and see how he's been. Don't search his Instagram and see how he's been, right? Pick up the phone and call him. Now, if he doesn't answer or she doesn't answer the phone, okay, cool. One last step, leave a message. Leave a message. Old school approach. Leave a message. Hey, man, this is Tuck, bro. I ain't spoke to you in a minute. Just want to see what you up to, bro. Just chilling and vibing, man. Just want to check in and see if you're good, bro. Give me a call back, man. Hope everything is good your way. All right. Now it's up to them to call you back, but just do that, right? Get back to basics, y'all. And this is something I used to do on my Facebook. And a lot of people like, yo, Tuck, I did what you said, man. And it felt good. It feels good to talk to your friends, not text them, not be in a group chat, right? Not talk to them on Twitter or Instagram, just to pick up the phone and be like, yo, bro, fuck your ass up to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a different connection because you could hear it, right? You can hear things in people's voices, right? You can notice signs when you see people, like to get around that and let them feel that you're in their corner. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference between, I just tweet them real quick, you know what I'm saying? Or we're all in a group chat. Like, just pick up the phone and call them. We have to get back to that. For someone who's extremely busy, and I'm not above you guys, I'm at fault. There's cousins who I have who live I could probably throw a football at their house and I haven't seen them in years. There's friends who I've known since third grade that lives right there in Dallas, but when I come to Dallas, I'm just too busy to tap in with them, So it's not just y'all, it's all of us, right? But we have to get to a situation, y'all, where we start focusing on people and solid relationships again. Talking to people, loving with people, handshakes. That is what I love the most about sports. To be honest with you guys, this is what I love the most about sports, is that if you're a Republican, white, Hispanic, Black, rich, poor, Catholic, Muslim, or whatever, For that 2-hour span, when we're at AT&T Stadium, none of that matters. None of that matters. It doesn't matter. We are all coming together as one and cheering and screaming and hugging this in unison over this dysfunctional team. You know? And that's what I want to carry over to your day-to-day. Don't just do that on Sundays, right? I've been at Cowboys games, man. I didn't probably hugged and screamed and took shots of moonshine with some people who can't stand people who look like me Monday through Saturday. But during that 2 hours, we are united as one as Cowboys fans, y'all. And you see how beautiful it is, even though it's frustrating on some Sundays, right? We see how beautiful that is to unite together, hug each other, high five, have a drink, laugh, scream, yell, push, yeah, oh my God, right? You don't care about any of that. As long as that person has them stars on their shoulders, that is your brother, your sister, your friend, your teammate, whatever. And you don't know that person from Adam, right? Let's carry that in our day-to-day. Let's carry that in our day-to-day when it comes to one country, right? Let's just carry that where we're all for the same team. We all want to see this country win, right? We all want to see it win. You know how we want to see it win, because even when we watch the Olympics, even if we don't know what the hell is sport, it could be badminton. If someone from the U.S. is playing badminton versus someone from China, guess who I'm pulling for? Team USA is probably going to get ran through at the World Cup, but I'm going to be red, white, and blue from head to toe, repping my country. Right? So we got to get back to that, y'all. Caring about people, loving each other, right? Stop being so divisive, because when we are doing those things, we miss signals. The thing that eats me mentally when it comes to Marshon Nealand that I keep thinking about is he would probably still be here if it wasn't the bye week. He probably would still be here if it wasn't the bye week, because what probably happened is everybody had the bye week. Some people went to Cabo, some people went back home, some people went to their colleges, and he was left idle. He didn't have practice. He didn't have film. He didn't have weights. He didn't have that structure around him to keep him from those thoughts. And as they always say, idle time is the devil's playground, So it kills me to think like, damn, man, if it wasn't a bye week, man, bro would probably still be here. Because I highly doubt he would have went from practice, lifting weights, maybe, jumping around, getting his helmet slapped, being around the team, to having those thoughts, right? Because he'd probably have practice tomorrow. So it's just like those things killed me. But what am I saying when I say that, right? The camaraderie, the team aspect, having people around you can change your moods. We feed off of other people's spirits, y'all. So sometimes if you're in a down mood, right, you might turn on my channel and be like, yo, Tuck is upbeat, Tuck is happy, right? And so you find value in that, right? You're like, oh, I was kind of down and out, man. I have so many people are hitting me like, yo, bro, I'm going through something personal, but I turned on your show, man, and you had me rolling, bro. You had me laughing on Twitter about some crazy shit. Like, bro, I appreciate you, because I was having a bad day, right? So you never know who's having a bad day, y'all, that can feed off of your energy, right? You never know, right? You never know, right? Who can feed off your energy. So own that. I'm old school. Like, I come from an era where we all knew our neighbors. You know what I'm saying? If y'all old school people like me, if you was acting up 5 blocks down the street, so-and-so was going to tell your grandma and was going to get back. You know what I'm saying? Because you was over acting up at Mrs. James' house, and Mrs. James saw you and the boys out there fighting in the yard, and she told y'all to stop, and y'all kept fighting. So Mrs. James called your grandmama, and when y'all got back from riding y'all bikes at your house, y'all grandma knew that y'all was fighting. Now you got a whooping. You see what I'm saying? So it's about community. It's about, it takes a village. Like these social media apps for someone, what's up, sis, who's on social media. I personally don't like social media, you know, which sounds crazy. But I have this device, and I'll show you guys. It's upstairs, right? It's called Brick. You might have seen it on Instagram, right? Where if I tap it on the back of my phone, I can't get on social media at all, right? And I can't get back on until I tap it again. So it's up on the third level of my house, right? So I got to go all the way upstairs to untap my phone. Of course, it's untapped right now because I'm on TikTok, right? But like sometimes just getting off of social media, those are the most positive days that I have. Because what this social media apps allow you is negativity can flow, right? Y'all ever be in a good mood and you wake up feeling good, having a good day, right? You know what I'm saying? Kiss the wife, kids are acting good, got them all dressed, you know, breakfast was good. Oh, wife made you pancakes. And you're feeling good. You're driving to work. And then all of a sudden you scroll on social media and now you get mad. Oh man. Here they go with this. All these freaking, oh my God, they're coming to take our, and now you're just mad. You let some people who you do not know, that's probably robots, completely influence your day. And now you have a negative spirit. Now you're mad. Now you're at the office mad when you just had a great day, right? So I encourage people to get outside, get off social media all the time, actually shake people's hands. You know, since I was young, I never watched the news, right? I am a person, and maybe this is a fault of mine, I am completely oblivious to what's going on in the world today. I know. I didn't even know that there was a government shutdown till my dog JC told me yesterday because he works for the government. I said, oh, it's a shutdown for what? I don't pay attention, right? Because I don't let that impact my day. I don't let it impact my mood. I don't let it impact me, you know, because if I sit back and watch the news, I'm gonna think the world is on fire right now. It's the worst place to be until I go outside my house and actually shake, you know, Elijah's hand and realize, oh, maybe white people aren't trying to eat me. Oh, I just shook Angie's hand. Maybe all black people aren't stupid, right? Oh, I just met Jose. Oh, maybe all Hispanic people aren't trying to kill us and take our jobs. You see what I'm saying? And then you start to realize, hey, man, these people are just like me. They go through the same suffering. They go through the same pain. They go through the same stuff. I went to a school that was in the hood, but it was basically white and black kids. I have white friends who grew up dirt poor, worse than my black friends. Like I'm talking about 8 kids in a trailer. I'm talking about, you know, foods. I'm talking about like gutter. You know what I'm saying? So they grew up in horrible situations too. You know what I'm saying? Like a trailer, you know what I'm saying? Like for those of you who do not know, a trailer is a mobile home. And for those of you who do not know, I live in Kansas, meaning it's tornado alley, meaning the very first thing that's going to fly up in the air when a tornado comes is a mobile home. You know what I'm saying? And I have white friends that grew up in those neighborhoods. I have black friends who grew up in the projects, right? So we all struggle. We all go through things. We go through losses. We go through pain. Let's stop being so divided, y'all. We got to stop being so divided. And, you know, when it comes to this mental health thing, see, my dog Rome was in here. Hold on, see. Bro, you see what Wanye said? Yes. You know, I was talking about that earlier, Rome. We have to stop thinking these players are robots. You know, we don't understand the impact that things happen, you know? And yes, you can take it sometimes. I'm a person who gets a lot of flack online, a lot, you know what I'm saying? But it's hard. It's hard, bro. And y'all don't understand the mental drain that sometimes that puts on humans. It's humans. I know in our eyes and some people's eyes, these are godly figures, right? As big and strong and powerful. Marshon Nealand could probably put on so many plates right now, he could shake a house. But he goes through human emotions just like us, y'all. And it was clear as day. And so when we critique players, I'm not saying, hey, TikTok, Beto, snipe his ass, right? We ain't doing the trolling. But see, it's people like that is the problem, right? It's spineless cowards on social media who we've allowed to kind of feel like they're in positions of power. They are not. They have zero power of us. But if you sit back and let all these things build up and all these robots, they think that they're doing something, right? But at the end of the day, you can troll all you want on my social media feeds. You have to go look in that mirror. You have to go look in that mirror, right? And so I get it. You want to troll and say we're not saying nothing and we're not doing nothing and all this stuff doesn't matter because you want me to tap dance and do some Dallas Cowboys content. I don't want to right now, right? I don't want to talk Dallas Cowboys football. I might fuck around and talk bingo if I want to today because I can do so on my platform. But see, what happens is we've made cowards stronger and they want to sit back and play games when it's not time to play games. But it's easy. It's easy to play games when it's at the juncture of somebody else's life, right? Yeah, it's easy to play games because it's just a Cowboys player that passed away. It's easy to play games now, right? But karma, you don't want that energy. And if somebody was playing games when you suffered a horrific loss, you probably wouldn't be in the mood for no trolling either. You probably wouldn't be in the mood to talk about should we move from a 4-3 or to a 3-4. People go through real life situations. And not every day is a day to play. And every day is a day to play. And that's what some people, Ernie, he learned it on Twitter, right? Yesterday was not a day to play Mr. Trolling Reporter Man. Yesterday wasn't a day to play. It wasn't a day to play. It wasn't a day to play. Yeah, I figure out how to block people on TikTok now. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little old. It took me a little long to figure it out, but I figure out how to block people on TikTok now. You know what I'm saying? I got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting a little quicker. Ping, ping. All right. But yesterday was not a day to play. And you learned that, right? He learned that. Yeah, he got packed up. And rightfully so. Now, what I was saying is there was some other people that was doing the same thing Ernie was doing. They just didn't get caught. I saw them, but you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't a day to play. And I just think that's the problem, right? This trolling culture, this cowardly culture of getting behind fake avatars and just saying everything and la, right? Because you're comfortable. People are comfortable. People are comfortable, right? But even with that, y'all, we still, as a society, have to decide what's the society that we want this world to be, right? Do we want to be trolling? Do you want to be trolling? Do you guys want to come together and make this world better for our kids and better for our future grandkids and, you know what I'm saying, for our future selves. Don't y'all get tired of the trolling? Don't y'all get tired of debating? Don't y'all get tired of the, it's exhausting. If I'm tired of the Eagles Cowboys stuff, I know y'all got to be tired with the bickering back and forth over, right? So get back to caring for people, man. Getting back to checking for people. Getting back to loving one another and talking to people. Wanye said that there was people in his DMs saying, "Oh, I hope this is gonna inspire you guys to play better defensively and honor Marsh." Because here's the thing: when people say that to the Dallas Cowboys players, they're not thinking about what these players are going through emotionally. They're thinking, "Oh, could this tragic event inspire this team to win some more games and ultimately benefit me?" That's what you're thinking. Oh, well, maybe this tragic loss could impact them to fire themselves up and play harder and win more games to benefit me. See, it's that selfishness versus hopping in Wanye's DMs with, "Hey, bro, praying for you, hoping that you're okay. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. Hope you're all right, man." Because you just lost someone who you lift weights with, eat breakfast with, dinner with, right? The fact that he texted his teammates before it happened, So people don't even think like that. What people are thinking about is, how is this going to impact me? It's selfish. We have to get back from being a selfish society and caring for one another, y'all. I don't understand it. Like, I get it. We have money to make and sometimes images or whatever, but there has to be something in you that is be like, that ain't right. That ain't right. Hey, there has to be something, right? Back in the day, we called it home training. I'm not sure what the kids call it these days, right? But there has to be something in here to be like, man, I get it. I'm on a fake burner account right now, but I am not going to play with a man passing away. I am not going to make fun of Dak's mama passing away. Like, there should be something in here that says, nah. You see what I'm saying? There has to be something in here. They'd be like, "Hey, man, we can play. Hurts is a running back. Okay, I get it. That's some fun trolling stuff, right? Dak has never won a Super Bowl. But when it comes to playing about people's family passing away, people's mothers passing away, people's brothers passing away, that's what you want to play. There's nothing in here that says, "Hey, chill, dog." No. Because Lord forbid, if someone was to play with you, if it was to be on the shoes to be on the other foot, you would be livid. And this gets to my other point. Talking about Ernie, right? Cancel Ernie. A lot of people think that I'm friends with Ernie. I wasn't friends with Ernie. He used to reach out to me and I say, "Hey, bro, do your thing." I never took him seriously. I had him muted. He was just a Twitter account to me. I didn't know he was that important to some people, right? It was just, okay, cool, right? But people like, "Oh, that's your boy." He's not I've never met that man a day in my life. But what I was saying is, don't stop, right? Don't stop. And what do I mean by that? Well, yesterday, everybody was mental health matters and mental health, and men should speak up and men should be strong and men should do this and men should do that. And it's okay for men to be vulnerable. Okay, I get that, right? And I definitely believe that stance. But when someone like Skip Bayless goes on his show and calls Dak weak for mourning the loss of his brother, and calling. He should have got that same cancel treatment that Ernie got. Skip shouldn't be able to be on nobody's podcast. Skip should have got the full cancellation. You see what I'm saying? That's all I was saying. Hey, don't stop at, I mean, Ernie, okay, it's Ernie, bro. Okay, cool. But yo, these people with millions that spread this, that's who we should be firing at right now. Because not only did Skip say that, he said it, and then he turned back the next day and doubled down on it. It didn't even apologize. Right? So those are the people that we need to rid of our community. Like, yeah, Ernie, okay, cool. Ernie's a little corner boy, right? He's a little corner boy, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing on the corner, right? But these up here, because like I said, there was multiple people that did the same exact thing Ernie did yesterday. They just didn't get caught. I saw it. So when I sent my tweet yesterday, that's who I was talking to. I didn't even see the Ernie stuff till later, right? That's who I was talking to. There was people who made videos, took them down, and reposted a Marshon Nealand video, rest in peace video. But I saw the first one. You know what I'm saying? But get back to compassion. Now, when it comes to mental health, y'all, I will say this, and I've said this numerous times, right? I'm probably more of the, it says Miz, right? I'm probably more of the caveman approach when it comes to mental health, right? To be honest with you, like there's stuff I do understand, there's stuff I do not understand or agree with, right? I do feel like sometimes it can be used as a scapegoat because I hate that it came so, I don't know, glamorized that sometimes people use it as a get out of jail free card, right? So I'm kind of, but what I do want to say, the way that I go about handling my mental health is probably different from other people. All right. Now, my mom was talking about this yesterday. She pulled me to the side. She's like, son, have you ever considered therapy? Right. And I said, no. She's like, well, why not? It's really good you go to therapy. I was like, well, all due respect, I'll never go to therapy. Right. And she was like, why not? And I was be like, because my therapist is up there. And I can talk to him anytime I want. You know, that's my therapist. When I'm going through stuff mentally and I'm all over, I'll just, hey, God, hey, bro, hey, man, help me, help me, clear my mind, God, please, Lord. Like, I don't know what's going on. Clear it. You know what I'm saying? Just help me get me through this. Like, I remember there was a situation years ago. I was studying for an exam to get my license in the financial field. It was a 6-hour exam, y'all, and I was freaking out, you know, because I'm not the best test taker because I overthink stuff. And, you know, if I didn't pass this test, I was going to then lose my job. So I wasn't eating. I wasn't sleeping. You know, I was yelling at my wife, you know, mad at my kids. I was just angry. I would take these practice tests and I would fail and I would do all these different things, right? But I was just stressing out. Like I was drained. Like I looked like a skeleton. I was like almost like less than 200 pounds because I was just stressing out. And I remember getting to the exam location and I got in the car and I was studying still. Like you're not supposed to study for a test, but I was studying still, right? And finally, I put the book down and I just prayed for almost 15 minutes. Hey, Lord, help me. I'm scared. I don't know if I got this. I don't know. Just be with me. Just guide me, Lord, please. You know, I'm trying. I'm doing everything I can. That's what I do to take care of my family. I don't ask for much, Lord. I'm like in tears. Like, just be with me. And God said, I got you, dog. And I felt God's hand on my shoulders. And y'all, I went in that test, 6-hour exam, went through the first half of it in an hour, like zoomed through it. You're supposed to take a break, so you have to take a break. I was like, what's the shortest time I can take a break from get back in there? Like 15 minutes. So I went, stood outside for 15 minutes. I went back. The second half of the test, I zoomed through in 45 minutes. Press the enter button. I need a 72 to pass. What popped up on the screen? 88. Right? God got me. God helped me in that situation, right? So me personally, I'm not a therapy guy, but I'm not saying that you guys should not be, right? You guys should not be. I don't care if it's therapy. I don't care if it's God. I don't care if it's meditation. I don't care if it's Buddha. I don't care what it is. But if you guys need help, please ask for help. Please ask for help. My dog Rome, prayers for my dog Rome, man. Think everything's good on your end, dog. Prayers for my dog's Rome, man, and his family. You know, yeah, man. That's my ultimate therapist, dog. So, but I say that, and people are like, well, no, like, no. That's my ultimate therapist. Maybe he's not for you. I think he is for you, but maybe you don't want to believe that. All right. But for me personally, when I say I don't need therapy, I'm not saying because I want to say I'm poo-pooing on going to therapy. I'm saying because I got a therapist. And she's 24 hours, 7 days a week. He travel with me when I'm on his planes, when I'm, you know what I'm saying, middle of the night, in the morning. That's my therapist, right? But for you guys, if you don't believe in that, I mean, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. So, but it's like, yo, get help. Ask for help. You guys are not alone. You know, I'm telling everybody, whether you're on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, where else is something? I think that's it, right? Whatever, right? No matter. Reddit, Twitch. If you need someone to talk to, reach out to me. Reach out to me. Reach out to me. I am giving you guys all open access to reach out to me, whether it's, and there's people who have done it. I've given them my phone number or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not super celebrity. You know, I'm not super celebrity, right? If I know you, I'm not going to give everybody my phone number, right? But if I kind of know you, bro, you want to talk through something, reach out to me. I don't have all the answers, no, but I know people who do some answers, right? My cousin Cecil right here, phenomenal in Kansas City, phenomenal mental health therapist. He does it at the highest level, right? I will connect you with people that can help you. If I can't help you, I will find someone that can help you. So reach out to me before you do anything, right? Just say, you know what? My last option, I'm going to reach out to Tuck. And if I can't help you, I promise you, I will try to put you in a situation where someone who can. Right? I will. I promise. That's my promise. That's my promise. I don't care if you've been a follower for 2 days or you just hit the follow button now, right? Reach out to me. Because at the end of the day, when I take all this cowboy stuff down, I'm a human first. I'm a man first, right? I know the pressures that we go through, man, woman, black, white, Republican, Democrat, on a day-to-day basis. Life is hard, y'all. Life is damn hard. You have stresses. You have social media telling how you should think, how you should look, how you should do this, how you should do this. What should you be? What should you believe in? What should you be watching? Where should you be? And you're pulled 1,000 different directions. Life can be stressful. And when you don't know where to go, it gets even more stressful. I've been there. I've been there in situations like we're just like, what do I do? God damn, like everything just keeps falling apart. You know what I'm saying? You get a job and then get laid off. Then you got a job, then you get let go. And then you're trying to do this and then you get let go. And you're fighting this battle to the point you feel like, you know what? I'm tired of fighting, bro. And I've told TikTok this story. I wish I had it down here, but it's still upstairs, right? You know, when I was going through a very turbulent time in my life, y'all, turbulent time. I'm talking about like damn near sleeping on couches, like bad, like 300 pounds, smoking cigarettes, you know what I'm saying? Telling my mama I didn't care. if these streets took my life and whether I lived or died. I just don't like I was out there being the worst version of myself I could possibly be. Right. And I remember, and I still have it till this day, I had this Dez Bryant hat and it had his face on it, right? So to my dog Dez, right? And something about that hat with this small little picture of Dez Bryant on it told me, keep fighting. Keep fighting, Tuck. Right? That's the one thing I would always say about Dez is that he ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? We might lose a game, but he's gonna fight to the end. That's what Dez represented to me. That's why I love Dez so much, right? As a player and also, you know what I'm saying, as a friend. But it's like, I knew no matter what, Dez was going to continue to fight. And I had this hat with his picture on it, and that hat told me, Tuck, don't give up. You're only 24 years old. You're out here running the streets and shit, bro. There is so much life ahead of you. Or it's 25. I think it's 25, right? Don't give up. There is so much life ahead of you. Keep fighting. And then something happened where I just kept fighting. Kept fighting, right? So a lot of people like, yo, Tuck, you're always in the gym. Y'all know where my love for the gym came from? There was this gym called, I think they're still around, they called Snap Fitnesses, okay? It was $10, like $15 for a membership, and they stayed open 24/7, right? So instead of sleeping on couches, I was like, well, hey, why don't I just come in here, work out all day in the gym, grab something from the subway, come back, work out all day, right? And just pretty much stay in the Snap Fitness. They had TVs on so I could watch the game. I could just lift weights, you know what I'm saying, all day, right? But I was starting to fight. I was starting to fight back little bit, day by day. And some people said, like, it's really hard to keep fighting. I know. You have to take it, y'all, day by day. Inch by inch, step by step. You got to. You got to, right? You can't give up. You can't give up. You can't give up, right? Because you never knew. If I would have gave up at 25 years old, all the stuff that was in front of me would not be here. You guys would have no idea who I was. You know, I'd have probably been dead or in jail. Just another statistic. I've gotten to see the world. I've gotten to see the entire world. I get to travel and see my favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys, play all over the country. All because I kept fighting. Day by day. Inch by inch. Right? That was it. And I've worn that Dez Bryant hat. My wife wants me to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? She's like, Dez can give you a new hat. But it's something about that hat. I've worn that hat to Thailand. I've worn that hat to the Maldives. I wore that hat to all over the world. It has been in damn near every ocean you can think of. It stinks a little bit, but it's my hat. You know what I'm saying? It's my hat. But just keep fighting, y'all. Just keep fighting. Just keep fighting. It says A-Tuck reminding you that the tag is for the Broncos game still. I don't know how to change it. I want to look into that. Good looking, bro. You know what I'm saying? But just keep fighting, y'all. Don't give up. Wherever you're watching this at, don't give up, y'all. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Keep fighting, y'all. Talk to people. Love people. Get back to just being nice. You know? Just say, hey, right? Just say, hey, man, how you doing, man? Hey, good morning. We ain't got to mean mug everybody as soon as we wake up. Hey, man, how you doing? What's going on, man? Good morning. Where you from? Hey, man, hey, I like that shirt, bro. Hey, them shoes is hard, dog. like those. You know what I'm saying? Hey, girl, like your hair. Right. The little things can have a ripple effect on people's day. But these apps have built it to where we're all just focused on us. What can we be? Right? What can impact us? What could we benefit from? What does my look like? What does this look? What does me? What is my following? What is my like count? What is my? Start the time to focus on us, y'all. Focus on us. Focus on us, man. It's time to get back to just focusing on us, man. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's the motives, right? It's the motives. So, in closing, y'all, one, I don't ask y'all for much, like I said. No, ask y'all for anything, right? The one thing I'm asking for you guys to do when I get off this live is one quick favor. Just go through your phone and just call someone you haven't spoken to in a long time. And if you guys want to, TikTok me, Instagram me, whatever, and just let me know how did that feel and what was that conversation like? You know what I'm saying? And just let me know. And I know what's going to happen. You're on call one person, and you're like, well, damn, I haven't talked to. I haven't talked to so-and-so in a while, ain't it? I'm saying, how you been? More than likely, your high school friends still got the same phone numbers they had in high school. I had the same phone number since middle school. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, all right, cool. But the one favor I ask all of you to do is just call somebody in your phone that you haven't spoken to in quite some time and just talk to them. It ain't got to be long. It ain't got to be 2 hours, right? It ain't got to be 2 hours, right? But just reach out to someone, call them and say, hey, how you doing, dog? I mean, I'm good. We have friends we probably known since 3rd grade, but haven't talked to them in a minute. God damn. Hold on. Damn spam calls. Bro, they're getting worse and worse and worse. And the crazy thing about these spam calls is how do they break through my do not disturb? It's wild. Like I'm literally on do not disturb and they're still getting through. Right? But just pick up the phone and just call somebody. I say, hey, bro, how you been? What you been up to? Damn, how old is your daughter? She playing high school? What? That's crazy. Last time I seen her, she was little. Right? We'll know everything that's going on with Cardi B. We'll know everything that's going on with Jay-Z and Beyonce and Kim Kardashian and everything going on with the Cowboys, but you don't know what is going on with your college teammate. Damn. Yeah, 2 boys? What's their names again? Oh, snap. Oh, they're playing varsity? It's crazy to me. One of my good friends, I haven't talked to him in a minute, called him doing the same thing I do. He's like, yo, man, Caden's balling out. He's one of the top quarterbacks in the state right now. Shit, really? Pulled up to his high school game to go watch his son play. You know what I'm saying? So it's just those things that we really got to get back to, checking on people, talking to people, seeing how they're doing. So that's my one favor I'm asking from everybody watching, no matter what social media platform you're on right now. After I end this live, do me a favor, pick up the phone, call someone you haven't spoken to in a long time, and just talk to them. 5 minutes, 50 minutes, 5 hours. It's probably going to be like 5 hours because typically those conversations start to dwell a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But just call people and see what they've been up to, man. And I really want you guys to get back to just focusing, right? You can't change everybody. I can't change Angry. I can't change Jay. I can't. But what I can do, I can be the stepping stone, right? I can change. And hopefully that will inspire other people to do the same and have a ripple effect. But we got to get back to loving each other, talking to each other, caring about people. Not every loss needs to be about an agenda. I hate when there's mass going on because everybody wants to talk about which laws and who's at fault instead of focusing on the lives that were lost, right? We want to focus on policies and focus on actually the parents whose heart is going out right now and we're in pain right now, right? We want to focus on whose fault it is, right? Who's the reason why this is no. Focus on the people. The people. The people. We are what makes this country great, not people in random offices. It's us. It's us. All of us, right? All of us doing our part. All of us. It's coming together. If we really wanted to turn this thing out, we really could if we all united and got together. You know what I'm saying? But it's us coming together. Treating people as people. When it comes to these athletes, I know it's a game. I analyze athletes, y'all. But you have to understand some of the things that y'all say can cut deep. And if you keep cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting, you never know what the result could be. We all remember Chadwick Boseman, right? People had jokes. People had jokes. Oh, calling him Crack Panther and all this. And, oh, he looks sick and la, la, la. And meanwhile, he was passing away of cancer. And now it's Wakanda forever. Oh, he should never be replaced. Oh, we should never get. Oh, but when he was alive, y'all had jokes all about him at the All-Star game. When he was alive, people wanted to crack jokes on him, right? Now, let's get back to celebrating people while they're alive. You know what I'm saying? Getting back to cherishing people while they're alive. Celebrating people while they're alive. Loving people while they're alive. Let's not wait till it's trending online. Then it's Wakanda forever when you was cracking jokes a few weeks ago. You see what I'm saying? But it has to start in here, having a big heart, right? Loving each other, coming together as one, man. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Like I said, didn't really want to talk football today. What's the point? Okay, we're on a bye week anyway, so it's like, all right, what are we really going to talk about, right? Quinyon Williams or Quentin Williams, whatever. All right, cool, whatever. But it's like, all right, but I really wanted to take the time to kind of talk to people. Like I said, I don't have no monetization on the day. This is just me just really want to talk to the people, right? Talk to you guys. But I mean this wholeheartedly, y'all. If you need someone to talk to, reach out to me. Reach out to me. I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything. But if I can point you in the right direction, I will. I know a lot of people that can do a lot of great things, right? There's a lot of people. And here's the crazy thing, right? There's a lot of great people that is in the chat right now that you have no idea what they do or who they are, right? Angie just isn't Angie. Angie does some incredible stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Darnell isn't just Darnell, the guy on YouTube. You can see by his outfit, he does some incredible stuff. Use social media for what it was originally intended for, social networking. Social networking. We wasn't supposed to play media. Angie's an angel. Some days, depending on what day you catch her. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen Demon Angie a few times. You know what I'm saying? But getting back to networking. That's all social media. It's a networking tool. It's a Rolodex. I can go reach out to numerous people in my Rolodex on Twitter. We all do incredible things. Yeah. And you talk about CD, she ain't gonna be no angel. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no angel. You know what I'm saying? But we all do incredible things. Reach out to people. Hey, man, I'm struggling with this. Like, a lot of people don't know behind the scenes, like, I'm not just a content creator. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm really just not. People think I sit in this basement and talk football all day, and that's what I do with my life. No, it's not. It'll never be that, right? It doesn't make enough money, right? I don't like credible stuff. So reach out and ask me, and I'll tell you, and I can help you and point you in the right direction. I've helped people and started investing in real estate and business property, you know what I'm saying? All sorts of stuff, right? Like, yo, Tuck, how do I get this started, right? How do I set up an LLC? Okay, just reach out to me, right? But going back to the whole mental aspect of it, like I said, if you need someone to talk to, I'm here for you all. I appreciate you all. You know, I don't just say it as a slogan. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. I say that because I mean it. If there's not anything I want you to take from any of my content, if you slept through the whole film session, if you leave with staying blessed, staying safe, and staying encouraged, then I've done my job, right? That's why I always end every show with that, because I want that to be the final message. And I really want you guys to understand that, man. Let's getting back to loving each other. Rest in peace, Marshon Nealand. Tragic, tragic, tragic. I wish it could have been avoided, but you have to understand this. And the players are watching right now, I know it sounds crazy, but God don't make no mistakes, y'all. You know, God don't make no mistakes. And you just never know, right? So he was needed somewhere else. And, you know, it's unfortunate. But it takes time to heal. It's going to be different. It's going to be weird going back to your locker room. Like, oh, we're non-fo at, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's going to be different, man. But prayer, I believe in the power of prayer, you know, and hopefully everyone gets through it. And like I said, y'all, keep your head up, man. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like I said, don't have no monetization. I'll try to find, was there a charity for Marshon Nealand? I don't know if he had one. But if not, Dak's charity, Solomon Thomas, I know he has a charity. You know, do that there, man. Yeah, Rock Chalk Jayhawk, man. I'm getting ready to play versus North Carolina and about to gear up and watch the game, man. But like I said, y'all, do me that favor. Do me a favor. Reach out to your friends, talk to them for a minute, and just cherish people, man. So I appreciate you guys. We're going to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. One love. Peace.